Well, sheep here. We cleared Den and I forgot to hit the record button, so let's go over our gear real fast. We're on Hexfire. Get this from Akanishu. In Nightmare. Not really necessary because it doesn't have the Fire Mastery I thought it had on it. It does in multiplayer, but on single player versions. We're still on the Obsession. We're on Smoke. We're on Lust still for the Redemption Aura. Our gloves are Envy T5 for the minus defense and the Life and Mana Leech. Our boots are Lightning, mostly for the Absorb, and our shield is a 45 res Spirit Paladin shield. I found this in Nightmare Cows. It was a little bit of a grind. I'd settle for anything for 30 plus, be fine. Our rings are safety crafts, and our amulet is also safety craft. There you go. We just put some resistance charms on to give us extra damage off our pass favor, which I do need to mention is technically bugged right now. It's bugged, so let me pull it up over here. You see that convert 60% of elemental resistance to elemental damage? That is not working properly. Instead, it's converting 100% of elemental resistances to damage, which is a bug in our favor, but it's still a bug I need to mention. So if you play this after this gets fixed, you're going to do a little bit less damage, but not like enough to really matter, because to be honest, most of our damage is coming from the flat crafts on our gear. And that's it. Nothing else to state. Is Harmony good? Nope. So, moving on. We just cleared Den, as I said, so we're going to go ahead and go to Cold Plains. I can't believe I forgot to hit the record button. Like, how many videos have I put out and I still sometimes forget to hit it? Oh my god, I sort of forgot to put Vitality in. I could have gone for max block too. I just didn't think it was necessary. So we will still be checking all the super uniques as we're going through, like all the easy to get to ones. I do want to finish finding all the flavor drops. So let me see if I can find Bishabosh over here. Bishabosh. Bishabosh. So as I was saying earlier, before I forgot to hit record, or realized I forgot to hit record, the main purpose of this this video is going to be getting our gear so that we're good to go as we get the trials. So it's going to be a little longer of a video, and we might not finish all of Hell because a lot of our farming is like pre-bail. Okay, I couldn't be bothered to find Mishmash. Hey, Rakanishu! Come on, give me your flavor drop. Never lucky. But we do have a very interesting flavor drop in Griswold drops the entirety of the Griswold Paladin set. Not all at once, but he does drop it. So we'll be looking at getting that. So we'll be doing Tristram runs at level 78. So we do need the waypoint. Waypoint. Point the way. There's waypoint. It's got some potions so we can teleport a little more. Because I prefer to not have to walk through all this crap. I'm debating if I want to get Andariel open to us so I can farm Andariel and Griswold at the same time and do like a double run. I might do that. Yeah, that seems like a good plan, to be honest. I do hate like small farms, like just opening kill Griswold over and over and over again. It's not a farm I really want to do. And I need to do Andariel farms anyway, so it's not really a loss. Tree, bitch. Waypoint? Waypoint. One of the things I do love about being a paladin is, like, we have 0 resistance issues. That's definitely not true with any of the other classes on, like, dog shit gear. Like, maybe Barb, but Barb has that annoyance where natural resistance is for some reason a activatable passive instead of, you know, just being a passive. Click the scroll, thank you. So we'll have to find ourselves a good Andariel layout that also has a good Stony Field layout. It's going to be a little of a pain in the ass to find. Griswold, where are you? There we are. Yeah, Mexican Sacrifice was the right choice. It was like starting to really eat on my Heyo! One piece found! Need this for later. The stats aren't very good, but it's something. But yeah, I think I do want to get Andariel up and running too. Should I do Countess runs as well? And just do like Griswold, Countess, Andariel? Probably. Let's see if we can find our Countess and our waypoint. There's waypoint. There's Countess. There she is. Two keys, you say? I'd probably only farm Countess till I got 3 keys, to be honest. And since we got 2 in the first run, you know, not that far off. I will say I do expect Tristram to be a bitch on this character, or Uber Tristram. Simply because of being melee and needing to hit things. Like, accuracy is such an awful stat. So I could definitely see us doing some jank, like switching to a smiter just to clear Tristram. Even if smite isn't like super good or anything. Terrible layout. Yeah, you can definitely see my accuracy already kind of being a problem. Oh, no, it's not my accuracy being a problem. It's, I forgot to buff myself being a problem. We do want these gems. And then we are good. So let's start our little farm adventure. First things first. Let's identify these useless uniques we found. Oh, they're already identified. Ooh. Bone Hue, Black Leech, Tanner's Gorod. Put this over here. Put these in our bag for later. Okay. So, you know the drill. We need to, we need to set our map layout to map regen. Go back in the game, and then we're just going to search for a good seed. As soon as it decides it wants to reload. Question mark. There we go. Yeah, I think we'll look for a good Andariel on like a halfway decent Rock Nishu. That layout was just oof. This is looking like another bad one. Actually, wait. Is it up in that corner? Okay, that's a good Andariel. We'll have to go check our Rakanishu, obviously. Ring ring. Hello, who's there? God damn it, I couldn't stop myself from doing that joke. Mumbo and Angelic. Show me a semi-decent Rakanishu, like 3 teleport Rakanishu. Okay, we did it. This is our layout. The only thing that makes this layout better is checking Black Marsh. And like getting a good Black Marsh as well. Holy shit. Snow Spirit. This is like, this unique is so messed up. It's a Sacred Feathers, which is usually for like summon, like we've categorized our hats into like bear hats, werewolf hats, summon hats. And Sacred Feather is part of the summon hat section, but this is so obviously for bear druid. And it's just like, what? How? Respect time. So we need 148 strength. Honestly, this set is like very mid. Then for our, we'll grab our base has to haves. And then from there we will decide what we're doing. I mean, that's a pretty big increase in our sacrifice damage. But to be honest, with a like Griswold's redemption, we could actually swap to vengeance, but I think I'd rather have that clear for now. Attack speed's pretty fast. I wonder if it's worth going like 3 shales in this. It's not like I have anything else to put in there, so why not? Let's test that. Shale. I think it hit the next speed, but it's like hard to tell. For our shield, I'm tempted to put in extra resistances just for extra damage, plus our resistances are dog shit, so yeah, extra resistance is the only option here. Boop, boop. Which means we will put in diamonds. It's better to use ums, but I don't have ums, so we get diamonds. That brings us to max all res. Also means that we are at 3k sacrifice damage. That's good, that's good. We have extra sockets. I think those would be for IS if we had them, and there's nothing else I want to put in them. So yeah, I think those are just sockets for IS for later. So, let me do this. We'll do a quick gear overview here. I don't really need the Faithful Follower. I think I might just put in a Holy Shield. And then, doop. Then we go for max block now. We lost about 500 health. That's a huge loss. A ginormous loss. Goddamn. I think it's fine. Okay, let's go over our gear real fast. We're done with all our farming for Act 1. So for gear, we've opted to go for a Griswold set because it's farmable off Griswold and Tristram. This set's not like the best thing in the world, but it's still very solid for this part of the game. One of the important things to note is the flat attack rating is actually really good for us because we were having attack rating issues. So now we're at 6k attack rating. I put shales in this. I don't think they're necessary. I was just testing. If you don't want to put shales in it, don't put shales in it. For our gloves, we're on Envy. For our belt, we're on Lust. And for our boots, we're still on Lightning. For our rings, we're on Crafted damage reduction ones. These ones are really bad. Look for ones with like all res and stuff like that. I did put diamonds in our shield just to cap our resistances. And plus diamonds give us damage with pass favor. And that is about all. Oh, and our charms are just like random resist charms. And a healthy breakfast. You can farm off normal Rakanishu. So that's it for our things. We do get max block. We need enough strength to get to wear our gear. Enough dex for max block and the rest into vitality. We did end up losing about 500 health. And that's mostly off of losing Obsession's 20% increased health. 25% increased health, my bad. Which does feel like a huge loss, but I think it's okay. For skills, we went focus precision for attack speed and accuracy rating. The minus damage isn't super important to us. Like it loses us 70 damage, and that only applies to the physical portion, which we're mostly doing elemental damage. Pass favor for the huge amount of flat damage it offers, based off of our elemental resistances. Remember that this is currently bugged as of recording for patch 9.9.8 ZZ, and it converts 100% of your elemental damage instead of the 70% it's supposed to convert, so you will have a little bit less damage once that's fixed, but it's only a little bit. We're on Conviction for obvious reasons. We do 3 elements, so we need Conviction to deal damage. We max Sacrifice, and this is mostly for self-damage equals 2% of our health instead of taking a billion health damage. And then we went the rest into Holy Shield to make blocking a little easier. We're still not at the point where I want to swap to Vengeance. Everything's really easy to kill, and we're supposed to swap to Vengeance after that's true. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Act 2 and do... There is nothing to farm in Act 2, so we're just going to breeze through until... I want to say... We're fine for like quite a while. teleport? Thank you. I need mana. I will say Griswold's set is like super fucking lacking. But I think it's good enough to get us to the end of hell. And it wasn't too hard to farm. It only took us like, what, maybe 30 runs? I would eventually like to see all the sets get a nice look at. Like specifically, I think the like class specific sets could use a little bit of a buff. Like nothing major, just to make them like good mid game items. Why the fuck did I pick this up? Oof, that hurt. That was a lot of gold. Like, I don't like the fact that Griswold's like barely contests a bunch of rune words. Like that's not a bunch of low level rune words. That's not really a good design space. I will say the weapon's pretty solid though. Like I could definitely just see an argument for just farming for the weapon. Like having cleave and having good attack speed is like good enough for a weapon, to be honest. And some pretty solid damage too. Actually, I kind of need some more potions. Yeah, you still have the mana to be like constant teleporting, so you're gonna see this little like jank walk a little bit, teleport, walk a little bit, teleport. wait. Right, let's throw a portal just in case we actually make it over. I want to see if we can make the corner. No, unfortunately you cannot. Like, look how close that is to town, though. It's ridiculous. Hey guys, you're about to be invaded by snakes. They're literally walking outside your doors right now. There's no reason to kill anything here. Not even a little bit. Doop doop. I'm actually debating going like 50% block instead of 75. I'm looking for fire eye. Gotta get those super unique kills. Okay, take your gambles, take your bets. 1 through 4, 1 through 4. I'm going to assume that it's going to be 2, but I'm going to start this way. Well, it wasn't that way. Oh, well, it's not 2 today. Three? Four it is. For anyone that pulls up my map layout seed that I put in the video description, you'll have the same map layout as I do if you want to cheat a little bit. I won't say anything if you don't say anything. Key? We're getting really lucky with these keys, to be honest. Oh, what I could have put in my scepter is Etherunes. That might have been a better use of my thing. I didn't even look what it is. It's Cyclops. I think Cyclops is on the other side. Yep, Cyclops is over here. Cyclops. How? Yeah, we don't have a large amount of like MDR PDR for killing the some of these idiots. It's a little risky. Plus, I'm feeling a little lazy. Oh shit, we're dying here. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, I couldn't hit the exit fast enough. I got a little cocky and tried to hit them, and then I was like, wait, I'm just dead. Like a severe lack of MDR PDR right now. Yeah, 19. Actually, like, our magic resist is fine. I think our health is just a little low. Let's do a quick respec. I'm going to respec into 50% block and, yeah. And, yeah. We also saved a bunch of points. I'm not sure what we saved them off of, but we'll take that. So, let's go max sacrifice, max conviction, max berserkers, the rest into Holy Shield, cast Holy Shield, go for 50% block, and then the rest into life. I think having that extra 200 life is more valuable to me than having a little bit more block. This is the one I wanted to talk to. Realistically, I should have rerolled as soon as I saw that there were Unravelers in here. That would have been the safer choice. Because those things hit way too fucking hard. Like, ridiculously so. Like, there's definitely game hard, but there's also, why the fuck did this thing just hit me for 90% of my health in one hit? Okay, while this opens, let's get some potions. I think your accuracy should be, like, more than fine. I feel like I'm missing accuracy. What the fuck? Yeah, it's more than fine. So, fun fact, Duriel is actually higher level than Mephisto, because of the mod. And our concept that underground areas need to be higher level than, like, above ground areas makes Duriel just higher level than Mephisto for some reason. I think the logic's a little wonky, but at the same time, it's kind of funny. I don't know why I did this one. Oh, actually, portals were over here. Okay. For in here, I'm only really worried about, like, Thorn Hulks hitting me for, like, way too much damage. They do have quite a high damage, like, variable on them. I really need to reroll my Rings Amulets here soon. Probably when I hit 80. I'll do it. I've been very lazy about that because we haven't had a source of gems, so we've been kind of broke on gems the entire time. Honestly, I think just getting this scepter might be worth more than getting the full Griswold set. Like, the rest of the set is, like, okay at best. But, like, the scepter's really good. Like, what's our damage differential if we switch back to, like, a 50-50? We lost 300 damage, but and max resistances, obviously. But we gain about 300 health from doing it. I'm just gonna stay with the Griswold set. It's something different, you know, like you always level with rune words and stuff. running around with amp on my head isn't exactly something I want to do. There we go. Just waiting for that amp to run off before I teleport it forward. Excuse me. Great Marsh is probably not the right direction. I am, however, going to throw this up just in case. Not enough mana. Don't tell me we actually do have to go through Great Marsh. Rip. That's not annoying at all. We're almost there. You can make it, Mr. Paladin. I hate having to go through Great Marsh. To be honest, that charm is a lot of damage added. I don't think it's worth having, though. I'm still not fully sure what we're doing endgame on this character. Like, what the plan is. Okay, there's Flare. Flare is a great spot for XP and, like, stuff, but I'm already 79, so I'm not going to worry about it here. But if you're under-leveled and you need some socketed gear, Flare is a great spot to farm. Should be an exit, so it should be over here. This is middle? Nope, it's corner. Man, that's 2 plus 3 cold items. Maybe we should have played Cold Sork. Maybe that was the play the entire time. I do want to redo my Frozen Orb video for single player at some point. Because I think it's just like such a better build in single player. Waypoint. If you need gold, here's a great place to farm. Itchies are still really good gold. I like how they're just not dropping gold as if to spite me. Yep, as if to spite me. Itchy should still be really good gold, but I guess not. I would just farm Nightmare ones anyway. Easier. Less effort. One socket. Ew. Disgusting. Apologies if you can hear the dogs barking in the background. Sewer. Where the hell is a sewer? There we go. I'm trying to think about what our next big farm is, and I think it's just be the game start farming terror zones. Maybe do some map for runewords. Duh, it's map for runewords. What was I even thinking? Honestly, even when slowed, we have some pretty good attack speed. Angelics! I'm gonna keep Griswold's weapon in mind for when we do a Zeal run later. Like, it's a very solid piece. Okay, Trav, be nice to me. Drop me good items. Drop me one bear rune. I deserve it, right? Oh, I don't think that's a bear rune. A boy can dream, okay? Okay, well, this is opening. Let's go fix our inventory stuff. Do. I do want to keep this angelic, which is here. Man, Griswold's Heart's only a level 45 requirement. Interesting. Hopefully we can get ourselves a nice like layout right off the bat and won't have to farm meth layouts. I somehow doubt it though. Oh, I was about to say no way, right? And the answer was yes, no way, right? I mean, that meth layout isn't terrible. I mean, that damage is very solid. 2 charged essences, wow. High rune points incoming. Boom, 5 high rune points. So 2 and a 3 roll. Garbage. Angelics, Cyverbs. Cyverb. I honestly think with what we have right now, we could just push through the entirety of the game. It's probably what we're going to do. And then we'll come back and do some sort of run. I think we'll do whatever Terror Zones are plus Iswal. Not Iswal. We're doing Iswal now. Terror Zones plus whatever boss spawns. Unfortunately, maps aren't dropping right now, which is a huge issue. Because maps would be such a good, like, farm spot for us. Is he? Where is he? I'm sorry, I know I use that joke a lot, but I really like it. Francesca. Sacrifice not using Modded might be like one of the best parts about the skill, to be honest. Unfortunately, I can't do that many teleports before, sorry, my phone is off. I will check it as soon as I find it as well. Because apparently around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Lightning Resorb is a great thing to have, isn't it? He's in front of my portal! You bish! Obviously, we're just going to max Holy Shield, check our block rate, 60%. I'd really like 2k health. I'd feel a lot better with 2k health. It was something important. Just people in the Discord being stupid like always. I don't mean that in a bad way. They were being like, jokingly stupid this time. Not every time, but at least this time. We're definitely to the point where I want to start playing Vengeance, simply because I know it's going to offer a ton more damage. But we also don't need that damage right now. I think pretty much as soon as we start playing, like, trying to push into, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, player 8 terror zones and stuff like that, we're going to need the Vengeance damage. But we're a bit away from that. Oh shit, how am I killing Talik when he's bugged as fuck? I didn't really think about that, did I? The answers were probably swap to Holy Bolt. Hit the forge, hit the forge, hit the forge. A hell rune. Why so unlucky? Yeah, we're gonna have to switch to Holy Bolt for Bale or for Talik. I don't I can't think of anything that would save our ass from his super ridiculous damage right now. Why are the belts always one-socketed? Really, I'd love a string of ears, I think, is our best belt right now. Verdungo's also an okay choice. Our resistance is kind of sucked with that curse on our head. Unfortunately, like, we're not pulling off any top tier clear. Like, what are you really expecting from a melee build? I think our clear is very solid for being melee. Or charm. And jewel. Oh, I could use these rings and amulets for crafting a new set of rings. We'll do that after. I almost forgot, but thankfully everything was right there. Pick up another amulet. Soul Shard, Grand Charm. Ah, well, you know, we capped everything. I'm actually going to put these points back into Faithful Follower. I think just having him is nice. Identify things from Kane. Honestly, that charm is not bad at all. So, amulet, ring. Our crafting is obviously safety, which is thulls and aims. So we need 2 thulls, 2 aims. So I'm out of midpoints. I'm out of low points, my bad. I thought mid. Click that, please. Thank you. Okay, that'll no longer be a problem. Then we need emeralds, 4. Then we need jewels. 2, 3, 4. Okay, give me some good items. Damn, that's a pretty solid one, actually. I'll put this to the side. 1 ascending leadership is fine, but really 30% magic find is the really reason you'd wear this. We're losing 2% damage reduction and a little bit of magic damage reduction, but that's still fine. Okay, that's also a very solid one. 30 dex is a huge amount. I'll have to debate between those two. This one's garbage. Just like there's no talking about that. That one's garbage. Same with that one. 20 dex is really nice, but like besides that, like there's no good stats on this. Man, okay, so the answer is like this is our defensive one. This is a huge amount of defensiveness in this one, and this one is our like magic find one. I think I want to roll like one more of like set 2 rings, 2 amulets. So let's set that back up again. Two aims, 2 thulls, 4 emeralds, 4 jewels, and we're gonna gamble 2 amulets. We're only taking things over 80. Over 80, I said. Over 80, I said. It's a rare. Screw off. There we go, 83. Amulets are thulls. 2 rings, one's 80. Another ring. 83, perfect. Perfect. This ring is very solid. 14 all res with some replenished life, some mana. Like, okay, damage reduction? Perfect. Put it off to the side. This ring is very, very mid. Even with the accuracy rating on it, it's just like not doing anything. I think the other one's better. Amulet. 1 assassin skills, 10 Ares. Like, if we had an assassin, this would be very solid. Like, look at that mana, too. Fortunately, it's not that great. Also very mad. Okay, so we got another ring, at least. So, off to the next act. What level do we need to be for this? 81. Yeah, that amulet's just worse. Yeah, putting this amulet on brought us from 51% chance to block to 75% chance to block, with no other changes. So that amulet by itself was our 20% chance to block. There is an argument for taking the mana one, just simply so we can teleport a little easier. Probably not necessary. Especially when you can just drink a mana potion and do this. Check these Huntress gloves. One socket. Rip. Do I give a shit enough to save these guys? Probably. They are our in-game merc option, like worth going for. So it's probably worth saving them. Even if I think it's a pain in the ass to do. I think I skipped one. Maybe not. There they are. And I'll go to town as well, mostly to get potions. I really need to upgrade our belt at some point. Like, this belt is just not cutting it anymore. Of course, he would curse me with, like, the last hit. Ring? Well, here's this exit. There's the waypoint. Okay. We can go ahead and do Anya because that waypoint is so close to us. I was going to wait, but like when it's right there, you know? Okay, Gloams and Harpies are pretty chill options for things that could have been in here. One thing that sucks is the mono leech. Oh shit. Oh god. Amp is a spooky thing. Okay. Why am I killing things? What am I doing? Yeah, I really just don't want to be melee playing into this new Talic. Like, on Nightmare, he hit me for fucking, what was it, 1.6k. So we'll just switch to Bolt and do it that way. Well, that's gonna be a problem considering I just threw that portal outside of that there, and I have one potion in my inventory. Okay, well, I'll try it once as sacrifice because mine's fucking well. Then we'll eat the death. I'm very worried about Talik like getting anywhere near me. Like the other two are just such non-problems. Come on, Talik, you want to sit there and melee me the entire time. Do not wait. Do not whirlwind. Oh, max block. Saved by max block. Oh man, spookiest thing I've done all game. Well, here's Bale. And here's Waypoint. I don't see a reason to step in the trials because I'm like 90% sure I'm just going to get one tapped, but we can do it. I'll do it anyway. I'll do it for the video. But just note that if it was just me doing this, I would never step in the trials here. Ah, goddamn. Harpies are something else. I'm a little worried about this next section just kind of bopping us. I'm going to throw a portal over here. Yeah, you just need to dodge that like initial spawn where they all throw their things at once, and then you're good past that. Let's do some players 8 for the rest of this. For some sweet, sweet XP. I think I missed for this one, but we'll do it for the next two. I can't see anything. No, it looked like it activated for the council members. I don't think base they had 90,000 life. At least I hope not. Slash no pickup, so I don't have to like look around on items on the ground. I do want this potion. We're gonna try to lure anything we have to hit back here, just for safety reasons. So we don't have Decrepify on top of our head. Yeah, like, it's not bad damage. I think Lister's gonna be a pain in the ass. Just warning. Yeah, unlike Bash, we don't have that stun. But, like, still doable. I like how that's a different unique room. Okay, not bad at all. Back to players 1, because we're going to do some trials testing. You know, I don't know why Bale bugged out there, but we'll take it. Yeah, I really should have put Eths in my scepter. For accuracy reasons. Oh, I just realized why we can't do trials, because of the slow. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we just can't beat the slow right now. Like, once we get a Ravenfrost or, like, some Chams, if possible. Right now it would be too much of a pain in the ass to do. Our Bale clear kind of sucks. I'm not sure why, besides the fact that we're just not hitting him. It could be that 20% chance to hit when our aura goes, when our passive goes down. Just maybe. It's Andariel as our Terror Zone is like really good. Okay, so let's walk into trials, die real fast, and then go farm some Andariel. And I believe these are set points. Unique course, okay.
Hello.
Hello. Like, our damage is fine. No way we could do bosses right now. Just not a possibility. Our tankiness is relatively okay as well. Mostly because max block is a hell of a drug. The only thing I'm worried about is I don't think we can kill archers, and I don't think this is worth doing for us right now. Okay, what do you know? We can't kill archers. There's a shortcut button for the Project Cube. I don't know. Give me a second, I'll check. It would be under your quality of life options if it actually worked. There's a shortcut to There's a shortcut to like activate the cube. You can set it in your launchers. Yeah, you can set it. Let me do this. Boop. It's in your launcher's quality of life options. It's right here. I don't use it that often. Mine's set to F12. And the reason I don't use it that often is because I don't really like cube a billion things at once. But if I was going to cube something like a over here. The last time I used it was when I was cubing through rune removers. Just until you get to the one you want. Yeah. Do not set it to a key that you would use to name a character though, because the character creation will just break as soon as you accidentally hit the transmute key. That's the only thing you need to be aware of. Okay, so we can do trials, but that's not what I want to be doing right now. I think we want to do some Andario runs and some because it's the So our post our like startup farming setup is pretty okay. We're on Griswold Redemption for our weapon. We're on the full Griswold set. We decided to go Eths in our weapon for the accuracy issue we're facing, where currently we only have like 5k accuracy. Then we went for topazes in our treasure and our heart. This brings us to 154 magic resist. And then we're on diamonds in our shield to cap our resistances because it was a little questionable there. For our amulet and rings, we're on safety crafts. We found a really nice 30 dex one with some life on it. A really solid one. You can just keep crafting these until you found really good ones. Really, you should be replacing one of these with a Ravenfrost at some point. And you should replace your Lust with a String of Ears. For our gloves, we're on Envy. Once again, we're having accuracy issues. And then our boots are Lightning for the Absorb. Really, we need to spend some time doing some more like forging for some flat damage sources. But not at this exact moment. Eventually, we'll go farm some gold for that reason. For skills, we tested out Vengeance, and Vengeance just feels like dog shit, and I'm sorry to say that I really wanted Vengeance to be good. It is not. So we've opted to go Max Sacrifice and Max Holy Shield. Sacrifice just allows us to hit 3 times per attack on the main target, which is just more damage than Vengeance is ever going to give us. For auras, we're on Conviction. Obviously, it's the only choice when we're doing triple elemental and some physical damage. And for Ascending Leadership, we're on Focus Precision for attack speed and attack rating. And we're on Pass Favor for the huge amount of flat damage it gives us. Remember, this is currently bugged. The convert 70% of resistances does not work properly and is currently giving you 100% of your resistances to elemental damage. We decided to put Faithful Follower as it just gives us a little more damage on Pass Favor. It's really just there to go boop, and then you buff yourself afterwards. I can show that off in Catacombs. So without our Faithful Follower, we're at 303. With it, we're at 351. It's just a little bit of extra damage. There's really nothing to put points into unless you wanted to get a sacrifice energy, which if I was going to do that, I'd get Hear My Prayer and just enjoy having this reduced self-damage. To be honest, our self-damage isn't high enough to really matter either. So that's about it for the build. We'll do a Terror Zone and Ariel to show it off. I will mention we are in some dog water gear, so it's not going to be a particularly fast run. Just make sure your buffs are off. Click your target. Zone out for a minute. Remember, this is players 8, and it's not something we should realistically be farming with this level of gear, but it's fine. We are Paladin, so we do get to get that benefit of just being tankier than everything else in the fucking room. Get your dog shit drops and move on with your life. So that's where we are right now. We're gonna do some farming off stream. Our plan is to farm this, some cows, that kind of stuff. I'm not even sure what we're looking for gear at this moment in time, so don't bother asking. But it's probably mostly faucets are going to be a big one. Like, we are really desperate for some faucets and stuff like that. And we also had the thought of maybe it's just better to go a single element with sacrifice until we get like really good gear, but in that case we're just playing like fire, like Holy Fire Paladin, and I didn't really want to do that. Like, it's good, it's just not what I wanted from this build. But yeah, we'll be back in a few days when we figure things out. So peace until then, guys.